Yo, welcome back to Bazai. All right, today we are not gonna pretend this is normal. Google jumped into ID war with something they call anti-gravity. I know they are super late, like when the industry already moved to agent orchestration, CI/CD pipelines on autopilot, cursors already flexing its muscles. Google casually walks in like, hey, we built something amazing. Okay, well, let me tell you something might actually mess up the game. Why now Google? Let me explain. So, anti gravity is basically like a Visual Studio Code, similar to MCP tool based CI CD browser preview. And they are promising this is not just IDE. They are saying it like it can develop enterprise application and rule-based enterprise level automation in one screen, which has a full stack dev, AI augmentation, and you can build shape from one IDE. So it makes a plan, shapes a workflow, build, test. If you check the left hand side, the IDE pretty much looks like any standard one. You have file, edit, selections, view, the same familiar layout. You also get the remote explorer extensions area and even built-in branching options so you can directly publish your work. So what actually changes here? This one has open agent manager which understand your entire code base end to end using agentic knowledge. It is powered by Google 3 Pro. Start analyzing your code base instantly and begins writing from there. But let me explain how it works practically. You already know how regular ID looks. The real difference here, you can attach the context item directly. You can add images, conversations, references, code context item, terminals, and workflow. And based on that, define your workflows. There are two major stages planning phase. The agent start planning. The second one, execution phase. The agent execute. So the agent can completely understand what you are trying to build and then start planning around. For example, I'm building a multi agent interactive application framework and it uses Geometry Pro, which carries the advanced reasoning capabilities. You can drop your instructions using nest queue option. That means if you give a list of tasks, the IDE already knows what to execute, the sequence them, and it keeps working even you are slave. That part is nest level. It also include auto advanced settings which help resolve advanced errors without needing any manual reviews and code checks. The future might not perfect in non-production setups right now, but enterprise trial it is fully functional. The biggest highlight here is customization. You get a global rule definition. You literally write what the global rules should looks like. For example, build the system and test the framework. Modified only necessary modules. Don't use APIs directly. Once applied, those rules affect how the IDE and agent allocate code generation and action. You can inject those rules, the contextual to the your workspace, and a very interesting part, full MCP support. It integrate with Perplexity as Pinecone, Crash Pairs, and Harness for CI/CD. Plus, Netflix for handling the deployment and pipelines. So this platform basically lets you to build and push all the way to the productions. You can configure how the browser preview setup should work based on your project runtime. You can quickly toggle agent on and off open terminals and let the system praise your code base live. Plus, you have a full version history. You can experiment with new agents, go back to your past conversation, literally jumps to earlier working state. Versioning shows what changes happen, what executes successfully, and where the issue comes from or came from. You can track artifacts, inspect running terminals, and learn exactly how each change impacted earlier stages. It is an enterprise grade package with MCP capabilities and all this integration. What impressed me is how it allowed direct CI CD operations and database connections and connectivity within IDE. Only one thing the agent sometimes asks to be connect certain actions. It wanted authorization keys. Once that maturity evolves, this system is going to be extremely powerful. The major catch here, IDEs has to automatically connect this required MCP tools that enable them extremely powerful code generator. And Google Antigravity is autopilot for your software development. So forget you writing a code. You define your prompts, workflows, and go and sleep. In the morning, you are gonna have your own application. Thanks for watching. If you found this useful, like and subscribe my channel. Thanks everyone.